so I am filming this video in my bathroom, if you can't tell by the different background, but I'm filming in here because this is the only place in my house I can get away with making a video right now. So yeah, just ignore that. And anyways, this video is on a book review of The Witch of Blackbird Pond, and the book looks like this. And this is also one of the books I'm working on for my class this upcoming school year. So I read Anne Frank, and then this one, and then there's one more book I read, which I will do a review on that in a couple weeks or something like that, or a couple days hopefully. So anyways, to rate this book, The Witch of Blackbird Pond, I would give it maybe 3.54 stars. I thought it was a really good story. Yeah, I just thought it was a good story, but I did get confused on some of the wording and like all the there's talks of the government, and I'm just so clueless on that kind of stuff. I just don't even know what half that stuff means. So that's what I was confused about, and I was confused on the words, or they would call people Quakers and Kingsmen, and I'm just I don't know what those are. So yes, this is based on way back then. I'm probably gonna get this wrong because I read this book a while ago, but I want to say 1800s, maybe late 1800s. So they have that kind of talk in them. And this book is about a girl. She lived in Barbados, I think, and she lived there with her grandpa, but her grandpa ended up dying, so she had to move to the United States to live with her aunt and uncle, and then their children. And when she moved there, it was very different. They lived totally different than she lived. There was a bunch of rules, and there was so many chores and stuff like that, and she was just not fitting in very well. And then she ran into the Witch of Blackbird Pond, just this old lady that lives out by the pond, and everyone said that she was a witch, and there was all these rumors and all these beliefs that she was a witch, and she ended up becoming friends with her, and they always hung out. And then there's this big controversy, oh, now this girl is a witch now because she's hanging out with the Witch of Blackbird Pond, and all that kind of stuff. And there's more that goes into it, trials, and it's a really good book. I'm probably not explaining it to its full potential, but it is really a good book. There was other things I didn't really like about the book that made it not me give 5 stars. Is there's a couple parts in there, maybe a chapter or two, that are kind of boring. I just couldn't really stay focused on it, which is probably bad since I have to read this for school. But yeah, there was just a couple boring parts, but other than that, the rest of the book was really good, and it was a really good story. And I mean, I would still recommend it, even though there's a couple things in there that were boring and confusing, but I still thought it was a good book. And if you see on the cover, it won the Newbery Medal right there. So I think it deserved that because it is a good story. I really thought it was. And what I really liked about it is the history in it, because it kind of reminded me of the Salem witch trials way back then. I'm sure people have heard about that because I've learned about it in school, and so it was nice to have that familiar part to it. Okay, so that was my book review on The Witch of Blackbird Pond. And again, even though there were a couple boring parts and a couple confusing parts, I would still recommend this book. It really is a good book. I even recommend it to people that would think oh, this isn't a story I would usually read. I would read it because it really is a good story and a good book. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and if there's any other videos that you would like to see, or any questions you'd like to ask, make sure to comment and then request videos, because I would love to make those for all of you. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye!